Let's talk about spring trends. Okay, so the first one is what I'm calling simplified milkmaid. And this is largely inspired by like early 2000s, late 90s philosophy, and kind of in line with that, where I think we're seeing more of these feminine pieces styled with things like rubber boots that are much more functional, but feel like, I don't know, really cute. Like you're just like stomping around in your rubber boots with like this beautiful little white milkmaid dress, I think is adorable. Also in line with the simplified milkmaid, I think we're going to see kind of an evolution of the like boxers, bloomers trend kind of melding into this like simplified little fitted shorts in like white or neutrals, but kind of like an in-between fitted shorts and boxers, if that makes sense. I've seen a couple pictures that like really hone in on this, almost more like old school bloomers. Another piece kind of coming from the simplified milkmaid that I think we're going to be seeing more of, not necessarily styled in a milkmaid way, but that is wooden sole clogs and sandals, especially ones that have like the studs kind of connecting the leather of the sandal or the clog to the wooden sole. I think especially with capris, this is really cute and like is kind of an interesting contrast. It also feels like a callback to some like Y2K vibes with those sandals that have like the buckle and the wooden sole and the studs. And then the next trend I think we're going to see is jewelry-fying functional things. That's what I'm calling it. I think we've already kind of started seeing this with like the Lele New York, really cool hair jewelry, essentially hair accessories. But also I think we're going to start seeing like, I saw this one really cute beaded like keychain lanyard. And so I think we're going to get into more like making keychains and like keys and things like that, like intentionally cute. And then also that same idea of like a beaded lanyard for your phone or something like that, I think would be really sweet. And I feel like would be really easy to like DIY with a beaded necklace from the thrift store. I think also using keys themselves as an accessory. There's this one picture from Pinterest I saw with someone using keys as like an accessory on this little like grommet in a bag, and it looked really cool. Jewelrifying functional things feels like a natural evolution of like bows, which was a way of kind of like cutesifying functional things, whether you're just like tying a ribbon on your hair tie to make your outfit feel more cutesy, or like tying it onto a tote bag or something like that. I think finding ways to add like jewelry, brooches, whatever to these more functional things. Like we already started seeing it with people accessorizing purses and things with old keychains and brooches and that kind of thing. And then also just side note on the bow evolution, I think we're already starting to see it, but it's going to become even more prominent, and that's buckles. So like the big buckle Miu Miu boots that everyone was super into, but also like buckles on skirts, on pants, on sandals, and that kind of thing. Like where we've been seeing tons of sandals with little like bow closures, I think we're going to start to see more sandals with buckle details becoming what's like really cool. And that's already starting with some of the slingback kitten heels and things that I've seen around. Getting into the next thing, I think we're going to see a lot of big buttons. So this has already started with the little swing coats, pea coats that people are wearing as tops and like as layering pieces. But I think also looking at a lot of the like sailor inspired pieces that are coming out, and even the like apron pinafore type pieces we're seeing. I think we're just going to start to see big buttons on everything, and we're going to love it. I already love it. The next little trend I think we're going to see is monochrome outfits, but especially with neutrals for this spring. So like last summer, there was the whole like all black summer outfits trend. So I think we're going to see more of that. That's not over. But I think we're going to also see more like white on white or fully cream, fully tan, even like slightly varying hues. Also like a brow fit all brown or a grout fit all gray. But I think, yeah, having more neutrals feels like a natural kind of next step for the whole 90s minimalism that's been so huge recently, and I think it's going to just continue on. And then now just getting into some specific color combos, patterns that I think we're just going to be seeing a lot of this spring are one, just pops of kind of ugly / like abrasive colors in outfits, whether that's like a neon orange or that weird yellow green that I've been obsessed with, or even like a fuchsia hot pink, just these kind of loud colors and little pops and outfits. I think we're going to see a lot more of. I think we're going to see so much brown everything, but also like color combos with brown that I think like a few years ago, we all would have been like, that's weird, that's ugly, that's too much. Like I think we're going to see brown and blue, especially like that pale blue or even like turquoisey blue that I feel like was really huge in the 2000s, pink and brown and yellow, and just like brown sneakers, I think are going to be really big and kind of tie into the whole Gorp core stuff that's been going on. More color combos I think are going to be big are gray and yellow. And I originally thought of this because of this one pair of Adidas like track pant capris that I saw and have wanted since then. I've already been talking about the green butter yellow forever, so that's all I'm going to say about that. I think we're going to see even more silver. Like already, I feel like people are starting to switch to silver jewelry instead of gold jewelry. And I think also like silver metallic leather pieces, shoes, belts, that kind of thing we're going to see more of. Also, this one like Y2K uneven stripe pattern that I don't know how else to describe, but it just feels very 2000s to me. And I think we're going to start to see a lot more of it. Like we've had the very kind of refined, proper pinstripe. I don't think that's necessarily leaving, but I think we're going to start to see more of these kind of like playful, uneven stripes. And then getting into more specific kind of items and outfits that I think we're going to see more of. The first one is V-neck tops and dresses. So I feel like everyone hated V-necks the past couple years, and then this winter people started layering with V-neck sweaters and we all got into it. But I think we're going to start to see more just V-neck t-shirts and like V-neck sweetheart kind of tank tops I think are going to become really big. And I think that kind of goes in line with the like halter tops that we've been seeing kind of coming in and halter dresses. The next specific piece I think we're going to be seeing more of are crew neck collarless or kind of stand collar light jackets, the tweed ones, like almost like a collarless blazer crew neck moment. I think we're going to see people wearing a lot more and styling as tops. And then the last thing on my list is boat shoes. And this is inspired by a couple things. One, last year I saw on Ciao Lucia's website the way they were styling their tennis skirts was with these fairy boat shoes, and it inspired me to pick up a pair I found at the thrift like last spring or summer. And I think we're going to start seeing them in cool ways. But yeah, that's my last little trend for this spring. And those are my predictions. I don't know if you want to call them predictions, but those are the trends that like I'm into, I'm excited about. And yeah, I hope we see them. Let me know what trends you're into for this spring. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, that would be so cool. Also, let me know if you like this vibe of like more casual or if you prefer like me looking cute, if that makes sense. Thanks so much. Bye.